What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Brayden, or BCL, in the Call of Duty world, and today I am going to be answering a question I got on my last video. My last video is about my story and how I got to the level of Call of Duty or the highest level of Call of Duty I've ever been to, which is level right under professional. So the question has two parts, so we're going to break that down. This video is going to be a little under 10 minutes, because this gameplay, I believe it's 8 minutes. It's just something I recorded this morning. I meant to get this video out last night, but I got a little busy because I'm getting a new desk, so I had to clear room for that. But so I apologize for not getting it out last night, but wanted to get it out this morning. So basically, the question was tips for practice. So I went into a little bit of my practice schedule in my last video, but basically what I like to do as a coach, and take all these tips, of course, because I'm trying to help you, but by no means am I a professional coach. I've been a professional player, but I'm still new to coaching. So, you know, see if you can find any connections, go and do, you know, pro players, like live stream, stuff like that, and ask them without, you know, you can't ask for their strategy, but ask them what they think makes a good coach, because although I think I know what I'm talking about, I am still learning. So, with that being said, the first tip I have would be communication. You need good communication with your players. You never want a bad, you know, egotistical team. So with that, I've been on teams where they have a set practice schedule, and I have no problem with that. But what I like to do is I like to talk to my players about a practice schedule, so I know everybody can make it, and I know you know, everybody's ready to play and in the mindset to play, rather than a thing they have to go to. Along with that part of it, I believe, you know, notes. So after every practice, I give all my players notes. And I watch, because I record all of our practices and watch, see what we're doing wrong, stuff like that. But as well as me giving them notes, I never tell them to give me notes. I give myself notes. But you know, you have to perform to a high level. I believe the coach has the authority role, and I don't think anyone should be challenging that. But at the same time, if they're watching your kill cam quickly while they're respawning, and they see you mess something up, then not during practice, because again, that's kind of challenging the authority, but afterwards, shooting you a text, or in the next practice or one-on-one, just mentioning, hey coach, you know, you got to work on that. And if the team is looking to get better, then, you know, maybe not every day you give the coach a note, but I expect, at least for my team, everybody to be doing their job, including myself. The next tip I have is something I do, and then when I was on my professional team, they had someone do this for us, which is track stats. So I just use like a Google spreadsheet, and I have all my players' names. I have the amount of games we've done for, you know, practices, and then I have their KD on every map and mode combination, and pretty much everything that's on the scoreboard, including, you know, time and hill, stuff like that. And those are accumulating, so if we play like 5 different Azir Cave hardpoints, I'm just going to keep adding the stats on top of that. And I think it helps a lot for me personally to see who needs to pick it up and see the KDs go up and down. But I think it's also helpful to the players, so they can see that as well, and they can, you know, quickly look in if they're just getting on for an hour or two by themselves, look in and see, oh crap, I need to especially work on hardpoint or domination, or, you know, Arclov search and destroy isn't looking that great, let's see if I can get in as many lobbies for that as I can. So there's really, the only negative to that is it's a lot of work, and I'm the only one that does that. Not to say I don't trust my players, but at the same time, you know, they might scale theirs up a little bit or not count a game, something like that. So I just take a picture of the scoreboard after every practice, or after every match during practice, and I add all those to the spreadsheet. And that helps to my next part, which is kind of in communication, which is every Sunday all day I offer one-on-ones with my players. That helps build community, chemistry, as well as works on some skills. And so I'll always ask my players who sign up for a one-on-one, because it is optional, although I highly recommend it. I always ask them if they have something they wanted to work on, and if they do, that's great. If not, I'll just pull up the stats and say, alright, let's work on this, this aspect or this map and mode. My last coaching tip would be, you know, try to keep everyone calm. This is kind of the ego thing I talked about before. You should be the primary voice, but encourage others to speak. So a rule I have on my team is for search and destroy especially. You know, you're talking the entire game. Once you die, you do the call out and you're quiet, and let the coach handle the rest. So you can hear those footsteps, as well as the coach can tell you positioning and stuff like that. So I think the coach should be maybe the loudest voice, but maybe not always the most active. So those are some of my coaching tips. If I think of any more, I'll put them in the comments down below, or maybe make a part 2 of this video at some point. But the next question is, how do you figure out what role you are, or how do you figure out what role another person is? For me, I run my team a little different in the fact that we don't have applications, or we don't have tryouts. I have people apply. So, you know, just the normal vitals, name, age, and rough location. I don't need your address, but, like, just for server's sake. And along with that, I put any experienced players, put what role you'd like to apply for, or a role you played on another team. And for the newer players, I don't have them put that, and they'll just figure it out. And then I have them over a 2-week period of time, usually just 1 game a day. But I don't think anyone has done that. I think almost everybody has done more than that, of your stats. And they don't have to be my super long stats, they just have to be, you know, what gun you used, map and mode, hill time if applicable, you know, how many bomb plants and or diffuses, and that's only for the stuff you played. So with that, you know, it's application process that almost everybody makes it, unless, let's say, we have 5 ARs. So currently my team consists of 8 players with, I think 3 ARs, 4 if you include myself, who runs flex, but, so we could use an AR or 2. If we have, you know, 3 SMGs who want to apply, then I might have to turn them away, because we don't have the space for that. But that is going to be the video. So if one last thing, if you need to make a role change, just communicate that with the player and see their comfort level, or just try other things out. So this is a little shorter than I thought, but that is going to be all the time. Thank you guys for watching.